Thank you, Erin. Joining us now to go into a little more detail about this new report and also about how today's hearings went is the man who heads up the Senate Task Force on Government Efficiency. Senate Deputy Majority Leader Jeff Klein joins us tonight from the Capitol. Senator, how are you?
I'm doing well, Liz.
So that hearing, just tell us how it went and then what your next step is.
Well, it was frustrating, Liz, because we put out a very comprehensive report. We got some answers, but by and large, I think what we showed today was the time of giving state agencies a blank check has to be over. We found overtime abuse. We found different projects that didn't have to be done in the first place, like replacing sheets on street signs all over the state of New York, construction barriers, which is supposed to be temporary, but we replaced them after 3 years, all costing the taxpayers an awful lot of money.
Well, the state agencies, including DOT, if I'm not mistaken, are all come under the purview of the executive, of the governor. So when you have this report and other reports on other agencies where you found millions of dollars worth of waste, why has the governor not done anything about this? Have you asked him to?
That's a very good question. I think, you know, he constantly keeps talking about other issues. I think he needs to change the dynamics. We finally have to do things differently in Albany, and I think it starts with a bloated Albany government. The governor could look right in his own backyard, in his own state agencies, and really save the taxpayers an awful lot of money instead of constantly going after health care and education, two areas that really have a direct impact on people's lives. So that's really the whole purpose behind the task force, and there's no accident that we're doing this during our budget process.
Have you actually included these findings and the money that you believe that you're going to recoup in your budget resolution? Because I can't recall if that's
we did. We actually, last year the state of New York spent close to $450 million in overtime. We cut $100 million across the board out of all state agencies to make up for that overtime abuse. We actually looked at centralizing certain state agencies. In other words, Liz, every state agency has a separate Department of Personnel, a separate Department of Purchasing, even though in the dock system, the prison system, most of these prisons are on top of one another. So yes, we did bankroll some of those savings in our one-house budget resolution.
Okay, but so far, I mean, you're not hearing a lot about that when we talk about what's going on with the budget, which at the moment is nowhere, and the focus has been instead on the state workforce and on furloughs. So why aren't we hearing more about this?
It's a very good question. I think the governor constantly talking about furloughs, which, by the way, are unconstitutional. They were tried in California and struck down as a violation of collective bargaining. They were tried in Maryland and struck down. As a matter of fact, Governor Cuomo, when he was governor, tried a pay lag, which was somewhat similar, again, struck down as a violation of collective bargaining and unconstitutional. I think we need to look at things that I'm pointing out in my task force on government efficiency.
But you would vote for the extender, right? I mean, if in fact the governor does what he says he's going to do, which is to force the legislature to choose between a government shutdown and also and furloughing state workers, you would vote yes on the extender, as John Sampson, your leader, has said.
Well, certainly it puts us in, makes us make a Hobson's choice, which we are doing something which we know is not constitutional, but at the same time we don't want to shut down government. So I guess yes, we will have to vote for it if the governor puts it in his budget extender.
Speaking of actually difficult choices, today was a reform day at the Capitol, and actually Sampson and Silver, the Assembly Speaker, were there and talking about another hot-button topic that's also a little bit uncomfortable for state lawmakers, which is redistricting reform. Do you believe that your conference will actually pass an independent redistricting commission?
I'm hopeful. I voted for it yesterday out of the Investigations Committee, and I'll vote for it again in election law, and I think we need to do it this year. I think it just makes an awful lot of sense, especially myself, Liz, represent a very gerrymandered district, to no fault of my own. I love my district, but it is rather strangely shaped. And I think if we do it in a fair and equitable manner, we really, I think, benefit the state of New York and benefit people who want to run for public office. And by the way, Liz, from a political point of view, even if we do this, it still benefits the Democrats, because the demographics are in our favor.
Your district, you have Guy Villella's old district,
correct,
right?
Yes.
So your district, if I remember correctly, in the last round of redistricting,